that maybe your cook at Norwich doesn't take much practice except for cooking food.
You'll be very grateful indeed. Thank you. My word!
Hands off, young man. That's not for kids beforehand, that's for the journey. Have it on time.
Thank you, sister. Can you give it to Newlands for me? Tell him to take great care of it, and not to let it out of his sight.
Officer, will you tell Miss Carr that I'll say goodbye and God bless?
I will.
There's a wee flask and it's for the journey, but it's only for you to bring, mind. Don't go sharing it, or you'll only get a tearful.
Why, how nice. We're very nearly straight again, thanks to you, Mr. Newland.
It's the least we can do, madam, particularly in the circumstances. By the way, the governor will be communicating with you. When I spoke with him, he mentioned the question of payment or a donation.
Oh, no, officer. It is out of work. Your people will be here soon?
Yes, the doctor will be coming with us just as a precaution.
I think you were very wise to suggest it.
It was Sister Mary's idea.
Oh.
She also suggested we might wait here for the last half an hour. Easier to get out. The last moments may be all.
The water's still high. I think we shall get into a launch without getting a ducking, officer.
I've asked them to try around where the main gate would be, and at least we may be able to step down from the cloisters.
I certainly hope so. Good evening, Reverend Mother.
Excuse me, Reverend Mother.
If it isn't important, Mark, I would prefer to wait.
It is a bit off, I see. But Miss Sarah,
Yes.
it is willing, really. He may grow in some flowers for it. He knows she's going. And nothing will do, but he wants to give them to her himself.
Come here, Miss. Your mother tells me you have some flowers for Miss Carr.
For Miss Sarah, yes. But they won't let me see her, they don't. Miss Sarah! May I? Miss Sarah, I got these for you. I've been growing them in kitchen windows, but Sister Jo's looking so we can keep them. But they don't smell, just fresh and clean like.
Miss Carr's very pleased. But we've got things to do, so say goodbye, there's a good lad.
Goodbye, Miss Sarah. It would be strange without having your little great house, taking them big pictures. Will it?
God be with you.
Do you think we should...
What a very good conversational effort, gentlemen, but thank you for trying. You're a kin sister.
I think so. Even a fairly big one.
Here. They look great against the colour.
Now that design is finished, I feel strange with no brush or pencil.
Direct.
No, thank you, not at the moment.
Miss Pierce, in the sideboard drawer you'll find a pack of cards. The night nurses keep them there for slack intervals. They think I don't know, and I don't say anything, because they'll only have to find another hiding place.
Would surprise me to hear you taking a hand with them.
Would it surprise you to know that I used to be a very good hand at bridge?
Not in the slightest. Knave, queen,
Didn't someone once say all the human passions on bits of pasteboard?
Well, doesn't it matter human passions being quite so flat or abstract?
No, considering the havoc they make in our lives.
That's a fallacious argument. Not everyone is affected by excessive feelings.
Surely it's in all of us to feel deeply. If not from choice, then from force of circumstances.
Then it is merely a matter of self-control.
Except that the basic human passions are in the mind. And that is not simple. Don't you agree, Doctor?
I would hardly know how to enumerate these basic passions, as you call them.
Heavens, nothing easier. Jealousy, greed, fear,
Anger, desire,
and the end of them all is destruction of the individual, of the world.
not inevitably.
Invariably. That cigarette, please, Doctor.
You know, we come in contact with much that is strange and disturbing. I myself was once shown most vividly how far jealousy and frustration can go.
Tell us about it, sister.
Don't you think we should talk about something less, well...
The weather, the floods, politics. No, I want to hear what Sister has to say. If you don't mind.
If Sister doesn't mind.
The oldest story in the world. The love of a man for a woman.
A good woman, I hope.
At worst, a weak one. Through the influence of another man, she died. The first man, who must have loved her very dearly, allowed his grief and bitterness to drive him beyond normal control.
You mean he killed himself?
He killed the other man.
And the law killed him. Legally. Well, well. How just and merciful.
Bit cold.
9 and 10, put the 5 on the 6 there, please, and don't excite your basic passions. Well, I'm sorry.
It certainly is an old story. We've heard it often enough, haven't we, Miss Pierce?
It has an unusual ending. You see, the Lord didn't know.
You mean he got away with it? He must have been clever.
He planned so carefully, detail by detail. I think he'd forgotten everything except his obsession for revenge.
Miss can't help out three-handed
Don't
twist.
sidetrack because I want to hear the end.
Probably a criminal lunatic asylum.
If his guilt could be proved.
Why couldn't it? The law can prove anything. I learned that at the assignment.
Miss can't.
What makes you think this man so safe?
Probably the finest possible defence.
What would that be?
Perfect alibi.
Perfect alibi means perfect innocence.
I see you're a purist, officer. Dr. Jeffrey should have said unshakable, not perfect.
How?
He was some miles away when the crime was committed.
Impossible.
A mine may be exploded from a distance.
Murder by remote control. Was this man by any chance a scientist?
A specialist in his own profession.
Officer, don't you think that maybe we should go up to the tower to have a look out? I could do with getting a bit of fresh
Good
air.
idea, sir. Miss Khan, would you care to...
Oh, sister, cut yourself, mine is so quick. It's only a scratch. Have you a plaster in your case,
Yes,
Doctor?
yes, of course.
There's no harm done. How's your hand, sister? Oh, it's a nasty deep cut.
Here, let me take a look. No, it's not as bad as it looks. I'll just put a covering on it.
Oh, isn't this the plaster, Doctor?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
penicillin taped. Abel Palmer. Ow,
Now, I'm sorry, sister.
Palmer. That's the chemist in the village, isn't it?
Yes,
The one who made up the prescriptions for Miss Khan's brother.
Now, yes, but keep your hands still, sister.
I think you told me that you collected those tablets once every 3 weeks, checked them with Harmer and delivered them to Miss Khan.
Sister, you're being neither sensitive nor tactful in circumstances. Now, pass me the scissors, please.
If you mean on my account, I'm past caring. Why do you ask, sister?
Because I know how careful you must be with drugs. A 5-grain barbiturate tablet may bear a fatal resemblance to a 5-grain tablet of aspirin. Thank you, Doctor, that's very comfortable. I use the word fatal advisedly.
Officer, do you think that we maybe should stop Sister from having this conversation? As a medical man, I can't be held responsible for Miss Khan's reactions.
My reaction at the moment is avid curiosity.
I wish you'd be more curious about that last 5 tablets. It just may be that the 4th one, may have been fractionally larger than the others.
Sister, you're talking absolute nonsense. I'm going upstairs.
Sister, there really is no point to this.
Why should the 4th tablet have been larger?
Because I think it contained the equivalent of 3 ordinary ones. In other words, the necessary overdose may have been put into 1 tablet. You see, 2 or 3 in 1, like with his sweets. The tablets were packed singly in a glass vial. According to its position, the overdose could be given on a certain day during 21 days.
Officer.
21 days, during which the person who had prepared the overdose could be any distance away.
For heaven's sake.
Sad. Who first brought you down to Denzil St David?
The mules for the church, Dr. Jeffries.
Who prescribed those tablets and delivered them to you?
Dr. Jeffries.
Who actually suggested those tablets should be analysed?
I'm not going to stand here and listen to this.
Are you making quite definite accusations against Dr. Jeff?
I'm asking you to place certain information in the proper quarter for consideration.
But
Please, sir. Sister, will you be specific?
I am suggesting that Dr. Jeffries brought Miss Khan down here knowing her brother would follow. Jason's high blood pressure and lack of self-control would make it easy for anyone with medical knowledge to induce a stroke. I myself am not totally immune to circumstances.
I warn you.
I further suggest that you collected that last 5 tablets, emptied them, replaced the last 2 with aspirin, and the 4th, the prepared dose. You then resealed the vial with harm's tape, delivered them, and went to Norwich, knowing exactly when that overdose would be given.
By me.
By you.
This is purely speculation, sister, but you'd better make a statement in writing and I'll take it with...
I will. Meanwhile, Miss Khan is entitled to speak to her solicitor at once.
But this is ridiculous.
I'm inclined to agree, sir. But in a capital charge, you do understand that the merest indication of doubt must be properly investigated. You do see that?
Yes, yes, officer. Of course, officer. I'll speak to the governor. I'll explain Sister Mary has become so wrapped up in this case. I'm sure he will understand.
I think it only fair to warn you that I'm not entirely relying on supposition or emotional circumstances.
I did ask you to be specific.
You're not seriously going to listen to this wild story.
Having come so far, so we'd best get it clear, don't you think?
But in fairness to Miss Khan.
In fairness to yourself, Doctor. Yes, sister.
You may know a little collection of cuttings about the trial. They were burned. Sometime afterwards, by chance, I found one. I knew it for one of mine because of the clip marks. It must have been taken out of my file deliberately.
It's the report of Dr. Jeffries' evidence. Where did you find it?
In Dr. Jeffries' bag.
Was it in your bag, sir?
She just said she found it. Officer, you must understand.
Just leave it to me, sir. Having come so far, I think I would get things straightened out much easier, don't you think?
If you look in the bag, you will find a cutting I substituted wrapped up in a piece of gauze. It's cut in the middle of 2 columns and makes no sense at all.
Well, let's see, shall we?
But
Do you mind, sir?
she just said she put it there.
You're quite right. But this doesn't prove much.
Not by itself. You might take out that little roll of sealing tape with Harlan's name on it.
But that doesn't prove anything either.
And the other cutting.
Why do you suspect it was taken from your file?
So that I shouldn't study the biographical details too closely. and noticed two significant facts.
Well,
First, that about 8 years ago you visited America.
and what's so strange about America?
There's a state there called Florida. Will you ask Miss Carr what that conveys to her, officer?
Well, Miss Carr?
My brother. 8 years ago, my brother was responsible for the death of a girl.
What was her name?
She called herself B. Royal.
You knew her, I think, Doctor.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of her.
The second fact that I read in those cuttings is that you were once very prominent in your profession. You wrote a book on standard textbook on congenital diseases.
And
I felt that someone of your former distinction may have been mentioned in some book of reference.
And what have my literary achievements got to do with this?
Sister, please. Yes. There's a book on the sideboard. Would you give it to Mr. Bennett, please? There's an entry there under the name of Dr. Jeffries. The place is marked. Please read anything relevant.
Leslie Jordan Jeffries, MD, FRCP, FRCS, Cambridge, London, in 1900.
This is ridiculous.
Be reasonable, sir.
It's a
please.
most preposterous idea. God damn it, there isn't a sound argument in the whole thing. Dragging me in on the basis of what happened with some tablets and a newspaper article which doesn't mean anything. All because 8 years ago in America some hysterical redhead killed herself.
How did you know she had red hair?
Why? You said so.
I didn't mention it. I didn't know.
1934, married Beatrice Royal. She your wife?
Yes. Yes, she was, until your brother came along.
I must warn you, Doctor, don't say any more.
She'd been restless for some time. I was so absorbed in my work I didn't realise. She went on holiday. She went on holiday alone to America.
Doctor, I warned you.
I didn't realise or know she was using her maiden name. She wrote me a bitter letter about you two, but I only received it after she'd been dead for some time. So I went over there and I checked. And I watched you two. I watched and planned for 8 long years. I was always too ambitious. I should have been content to let him suffer, knowing that I would be able to let him linger or snuff him out as I wished.
Oh, please!
But you played your own part, Sarah. The day you appealed to me, the day you said those damning words with Martha coming in and out of a room, I wondered how long it would take before it was round the village. Then it came to me vividly. Because as we talked, you turned a bottle of aspirin over and over in your hand.
But why me? Wasn't it sufficient that Jason suffer?
Men don't suffer like women do! I wanted a woman to suffer the torment she did when she died! Died alone!
No, don't!
Doctor!
But now, thanks to Sister Mary, and a lot of luck and a little fame, perhaps that's the other way around.
There's more people coming.
I warned you not to say too much, Doctor.
I'm sorry. I'm glad he's dead. And sister, according to your theology, in eternal torment. And I hope burns for every eternal second.
The mercy of God is also eternal, and his compassion equally endless.
You may be right, sister. Because it looks like Sarah, that you want to die. But then, neither should I!
Leave it to me! It's locked on the other side. Pierce, go get Newlands.
Officer, I'm King. I'm sure we have a key here. Yes.
He's headed for the long gallery and the tower. Of course, we're into